Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope y'all are having a good day. We are getting set up at another local tabletop match, playing Applin, Dipplin, Thwacky Festival Lead. We won the coin toss, and I decided to go first, but we did get a mulligan starting off against a super friendly opponent. Everyone at locals is nice. Always a good time going to Twin Knights Gaming out in Troy. Big thank you to them. Let me come hang out, shoot some shots, get some recording done at locals. Love it for the channel. Great people. Great job. Alright, it looks like we are going to get set up with a basic. Our opponent's already set up. And we opened up a Grookey. Going to set up our prize cards. Gotta check the camera real quick. Make sure we're all in frame. Looking pretty good. Just waiting on the timer. A little bit of chit chat, you know how it is. And the reveal, it is a Snorunt. A lot of this floating around locals you're going to see in the video today. Looks like we do have a bug catching set. Try to open up and get set up. Look at the top 7 cards. Grab 2 in any combination of basic grass energy or grass Pokemon. I see some green there. We got a Grookey. We got an energy. Good start, good start. We're not going to shuffle the deck yet because we're going back in with a Buddy Poffin. Great start. Love to see it. And we're going to get our apple out and another Applin. A Pokepad. That's going to get us the Golding. That way we for sure have a Pokemon with the Festival lead ability inactive at some point. A little bit of difficulty attaching the energy, but we got it down. And the other Grookey. Attach the air balloon. And retreat into the Applin. That's going to be a pass. Super solid turn 1. Really set up. We got our apples out. We got our Grookeys down. We got an energy on our attacker for the following turn. Like, this is what you want to see when you're playing Applin Dipplin Festival lead. Looks like my opponent's going to play Pokepad. At first I wasn't sure if this was Frostlass, Monkey Dory, or if it was Grimmsnarl, but gonna grab the Buddy. Hit me with the item lock. Very important. And just flash my hand real quick. We got 2 Dipplins and the Thwacky, so we're gonna be able to use that ability next turn. Start searching our deck. Gonna attach an energy, discard to retreat. Not much else going on for our opponent. Gonna attach that Bravery Charm. Get that buff dew going on. Get it up to that 80 HP. And then hit me with the Itchy Pollen. Draw for turn. We got the Jet Energy. We don't really need it now. We're gonna place down the Thwacky. Gonna place down our Dipplin. Place down our Dipplin. And then use Thwacky's awesome ability, Boom Boom Groove, here in just a moment. Which allows me to search my deck for any card, grab it, and put it in your hand. You don't have to reveal it. But you do need a Pokemon with Festival lead in the active spot. Otherwise you can't quick search. Just eyeing up what we grab. We grab another Thwacky because you can chain it. Just showing it to my opponent. And the one card we grabbed is going to be our Stadium. Festival Grounds. With Festival Grounds in play, we are going to be able to use our attack, do the wave twice. which does 20 damage for each Pokemon on the bench. So we're hitting for 80, knocking out the Budew, and we get to attack one more time for another 80 damage, knocking out the Snorunt. And just a quick display of the power of when this deck goes first, gets set up, and your opponent really doesn't going second. It can make for a quick game. Very powerful deck. We did end up playing another game, and she pretty much winned it. Got up to the win before it was time for our next game, so I had to scoop it up. But it was fun. Very quick match. On to the next one. You're going to notice something in this game, too. Going to get set up. Pretty sure I chose first in this match, but we'll see. Solid opener. We got a Grookey, we got an Air Balloon, got a Buddy Poffin, got a Dipplin. Like, we've got cards and we've got ways to get that Grookey out of active turn one. Very good stuff. And we're all set up. The fist bump. It does look like I'm going first. See the Monkey Dory inactive. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. Ripping the Buddy Buddy Poffin. And if I remember, we have a Seeking in hand, so we're going to get the Goldeen and an Applin. That way we for sure have a Festival lead Pokemon for next turn. Just a quick look through the deck, see what we got going on. Just verifying those are the two best choices. And we're going to say yes. Go with the shuffle. We did edit some of the shuffling to make it a little bit quicker. Not all of them, but the majority of them. So if you see any suspicious shuffling, it is because I cut some of it out. And we're going to attach the air balloon, it looks like. Gives us free retreat. Put the Pokemon with the Festival lead ability in active, and a pass. Alright. Good opener for the opponent. Also getting the Buddy Buddy Poffin. And there's the Snorunt. There's a Snorunt. It was in this moment we realized it was the same matchup again. Very interesting local metas. Played the Buddy, got the two Snorunts, and a Petrol. It's a powerful card. Allows you to search your deck for any trainer card. Let's see what he grabs off this. Another Buddy Poffin to set up a little harder. Gonna get the Budew. And another Snorunt. You can definitely tell what deck we're playing against. Gonna attach the air balloon to retreat. Gonna play the Pokepad since it's in hand. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, and goes with the Monkey Dory. And then hits me with Edgy Pawn. Draw for turn. Hit him with the cut. You already know what it is. Okay. Looking like we're gonna evolve into Seeking. jet energy, because we got it. Just debating on if I should boss something, and I decided yes. Give me the Snorunt. I'm good to use the rapid draw attack. 60 damage, draw 2 cards. He's going right in, evolving up to that Mega Frostlass EX. Right? I gotta pick up that Larry's card. I forget what it does. Pretty sure it allows you to get like a Pokemon, a supporter, and a tool. We'll see what he grabs. Don't quote me on it. Okay, an energy. Looks like an energy, a Pokemon. I think it's a supporter, which he grabs another Larry's, if I remember. Yeah, kind of a neat supporter card for sure. Just helps you get some pieces, right? Kind of like petrol. Hit him with the cut. He's gonna attach the energy to Monkey Dory for turn, evolve the other Snorin and Frostlass. Hit me with the Itchy Pawn, and then we're gonna start doing some damage ticks. Seeking's the only thing that gets hit with Frostlass's ability on my side for right now. Bench another Applin. Evolved a Dipplin. Attach a Grass Energy. And we are going to Rapid Draw. No stadium for us. We don't have our Thwacky to Boom Boom Groove, and then everything takes the damage ticks. Larry's skill. Oh, I did get the stadium off our prize cards. I got another Grookey and I think a Rillaboom off the draw cards. Pretty nice attack, especially when you get to use it twice. You get to draw 4 cards and attack. It looks like Larry's skill is going to get him a Maractus, a Dark Energy. I think dude's making a decision between Lilies or is it another Larry's decision? Okay, goes with the Lilies. Gotta cut it. You already know what it is. Puts down the Maractus. Free retreat with the air balloon. He's gonna move 2 from this Monkey Dory over to my Dipplin, putting it at 3. And then he's gonna corner for 20 and another 10 damage from the Frostlass ticks. So my Dipplin's at 40 damage and Seeking's at 70. There's our stadium. Got our Pokepad. There's another Grookey. Pretty sure we're gonna play the Pokepad for Thwacky. Use the Boom Boom Groove ability. Just conferring with the hand to see what we're gonna grab. A boss would be nice, but I only play two, so I think we're saving the second boss for later. Because I'm kind of eyeing up that Mega Froslass at some point. Quick search for lilies, just so I can get more cards in my hand. Just debating if I attach my grass energy to Thwacky in order to use Rillaboom's attack at some point during this game. I don't know why I was thinking about that, but we were. Maybe just because it was in the hand. We decided against it. Attach the energy for turn and hit the lilies. Always nice to just see more cards. We're going to get the 6. Night Stretcher, Buddy Poffin, another Stadium or two, Shaman, and a Brave Bangle. Doesn't look like there's anything else we can really do here. Another Buddy Poffin. We're going to get down. Curious, one more Applin, or it looks like we're eyeing up a Goldie. Yep, gonna go with Goldine. Alright, and then we rapid draw for 60, draw 2, and the needles effect ends up knocking us out, but we still do get the prize card. Okay, so since that died from the ticks, a little uncertain on what to put in active. I think we just, between the Applin and the Goldine, but we just take the Goldine. And that damage counter should be at 1 from the Froslass tick. And then we already bumped the Dipplin up. Looks like you promoted the Monkey Dory. It's only got Dark Energy on one of them right now. My board looks like it's in shambles. But I only need 3 prizes. He needs 4. There's a 3 prizer on the board. I just need some cards. Hilda for an evolution and an energy. There's the energy. Is he gonna whiff the Evo? Nope. Got a Froslass. And he's got a Monkey Dory. Think he's moving them both. Two from that one to put on. I think he just has one more from the other Monkey Dory. Pretty good. He just did that to retreat the Pokemon. It was easier than moving all the stuff, which makes sense. And then a pass. Which is pretty decent for me. So put the damage counters on. I have an okay hand here. We evolve into the Dipplin. We don't need too many pieces, but we need a few. We can bench the Grookey and the Applin. See if we do. Look at me concentrating, eyeing up the board. I need 2 more Pokemon on the bench. I need an energy to retreat. And I actually can't get the Frostlass right now. Because I would need a damage supporter, and I would also need a boss to gust it up. But there's the Applin and the Grookey down. Deciding what else we can do with this hand. Figuring out that I can't knock out the Frostlass this turn, and figuring out how else to pivot. Gonna play Night Stretcher for the Seeking. Ooh, and it looks like we are going to Lilies again. Again, because I realize I can't boss and knock out what I want this turn, so it makes sense to just look at more cards before we use Thwacky's ability. Six cards. We got a bug catching set. We got our stadium. We got a grass energy. I think that's a black belt's training. Gonna hit the bug catching set. Let's see what we get. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 grass Pokemon or energy. Any combination. It looks like it's a whiff, but we are gonna use Boom Boom Groove. Just go in, grab another Thwacky, use his ability, Boom Boom Groove. I've got the energy in hand, just deciding what else I should grab off this. There's a great thing about this deck, once you're in a good spot and you have a couple Thwackies on board, you can start grabbing extra cards rather than just cards you need to play out this turn. Try to future-proof your next turn. Eyeing up that max belt, because I think I already have the boss in hand, and that gets me much closer next turn. Or not boss, but I think I'm actually just waiting for him to put it up inactive, because that's his only attacker at some point. Draw two for attacking twice. He takes a damage tick. He takes a damage tick. He takes a damage tick. So does that Thwacky at the end. He promoted the other Monkey Dory with the free retreat. He's got a Pokepad. Looking like he's gonna grab a Monkey Dory. Shuffle everything up. Yeah, I've kind of mapped it out that there's not enough Frostlasses up here to do that much ping damage. So he's gonna have to attack with a Mega Frostlass, and once he promotes it, I should be able to capitalize and attack. Yep, he attaches the energy for a turn. Also gonna Lilies, just wants to see more cards. I was a little worried about Niono there, but we made it out. For the 6 new cards. Gonna use Monkey Dory's ability. Put the 2 on Dipplin. Free retreat. And gonna knock out with the Mega Frostlass, it looks like. Does 50 damage for each card in my hand. You've definitely got more than 2 cards in hand. Because my Pokemon's only got 110 HP. So there goes that. And everything lined up exactly how we were waiting for. Patience is a virtue. Everything with an ability takes 1 damage counter. Draw for a turn. Get another Thwacky up. Play our max spell. Boom Boom Groove. We gotta get another Pokemon on the bench. There's a max belt. And then, yep, telegraphed. We have 2 more Boom Boom Grooves. You just needed 1 more Pokemon on. They were able to hit for 100 plus the max belt makes it 150 plus the black belt choice makes it 190 times 2. So it's enough. Enough to get the Frostlass. And give me the last 2 prizes for the game. There's game 2. We are 2-0. Next game coming up does get cut a bit short, and we miss the ending. Be forewarned. But round 3, we're gonna flip. Pretty sure I won. I always go tails. We'll see. Again, super friendly opponent. Love his playmat. Great Ball is pretty goated. The opening 7 cards. Oh, and would you look at that? It's another Frostlass Monkey Dory deck. Are you seeing a pattern here today? Yep. Flip to start. He's going to start the Riolu inactive and the Snorunt on the bench. I started with a Goldeen, top decked a Grookey, and it looks like we are going to pass. Not much else going on in the hand. Couple Festival Lead Stadiums, an Air Balloon. Just going to research the hand. We're looking at more cards. It's what you got to do sometimes. All right. Got the whole gang out. Snorunt squad. Just debating if he attaches an energy, it looks like. Yep. Gonna play the Pokepad. And grab a Ting-Lu. Pokemon does 30 damage to everyone on the field. And then discards a stadium. Pretty cool ability. And a pass. The draw for turn. We got our stadium up. We got a Thwacky. We have a Lilies. Gonna air balloon our Thwacky, hit the Lilies. Let's see some cards. We get 8, because no prizes have been taken. Four, five, six, seven, 8. Hopefully some playables. Yep, looks like a bug catching set. We got a Seeking. We got a Pokepad. We're gonna rip the bug catching set first though. 7 cards. Let's look for some grass items. Cards and energy. And we got a Dipplin and a Thwacky. Yup. And we didn't shuffle because we're going back in with a Pokepad. And now we will use Thwacky's ability. Just debating. I need the energy to attack, but I kind of wanted to fill the board up a little bit more. So we just get the grass energy to attack. We got our stadium up. We're going to be able to rapid draw 60 damage, draw 2 cards, 60 damage, draw 2 cards, and it knocked out the Riolu. And take a prize. So not a bad start. We're getting set up. I'm not sure what the damage counter was for on that one. Maybe thought that I did hit it once, but I actually don't think it really comes up at any point. He's going to hit the Lily's Determination as well. 8 cards is good. Oh my goodness, look at this man go. Look at this man go. 3 Frostlass and a Fighting Gong. Get out of here. Get out of here. This dude's cooking. Fighting Gong for Ting Lu. And the Fighting Energy attachment for turn. That way he can chain him. Buddy Poffin. Are we getting another Snorunt? Oh, Ryalu. Okay. Then we're gonna do the attack. Discards the stadium. Does 30 damage to everybody. And then 3 extra pings to the ability Pokemon from the Frostlass. Draw for turn. Well, at least we have another stadium. No problem there. Put the stadium up. I was going to put the Goldeen down, but it's questionable. It takes 30 damage, and then if it gets attacked, it takes more. So we're going to evolve our Applin to Dipplin, attach our energy for a turn. We do have to fill up the bench. Let's hit this bug catching set. Try to get some grass mons out in the field. A Dipplin, okay. Not shuffling yet because we're probably going back in. Yep, we're going to use Thwacky's Boom Boom Groove for a Buddy Poffin. Probably just go Applin Grookey. Let's go. And then I think we're just going to bench the Goldeen that we have. Tough choices. And we are going to discard a retreat. Checking to see if we played any supporter cards this turn. I'm going to make the executive decision to gust up a Frostlass. That way we would take less damage pings in between the turns. So you do the wave for 100, knock that out. And do the wave again. Knock out the Riolu. It's looking like a pretty good start, but once these damage counters start adding up and the Tinglus start hitting, we get to this one state in the game I'll point out later. Gotta make sure I put my pings on. Alright. Drawing off the lilies. Super Rod. Gotta get those resources back. You know what it is. He's deciding what he's putting back. Gonna go with Ryolu. Snorunt. Oh, going back on the Ryolu maybe. Snorunt, Frostlass, and another Frostlass. Okay. Off the Super Rod. He's gonna play an Artisan, bump my Stadium, use the Artisan, pull the Snorunt out, shuffle the other stuff back in. Think he's deciding what he's doing, just making sure before he announces the attack. He's got the counter catcher. Gonna counter catcher up to Grookey. Give me a little stuck. And use the attack. Does 30 damage to everybody. I'm losing a Thwacky. I'm losing a Seeking. We're just verifying the damage in the Frostlass ticks. I think the dice got moved at some point, but he's up to 110, so he's going. Next, our Dipplin goes, and so does the Goldeen. That's 4. Lots of prizes taking that turn. And so now we're at a state in the game where I need 3 cards, 3 prizes in one turn, and he needs 2 prizes the next turn. And sadly, it is not a board state I'm able to overcome. Even though we get some stuff to get like back on board, but just mathematically speaking, I can only take 2 prize cards this next turn and he's able to take 2. So it worked out. Where he ended up getting the game. Just kind of milling through our options, but we did end up losing out on some recording space. I had to delete some stuff on my phone, and this match ended a little shortly. But we had the Kieran in hand, so we were able to switch to get an attack off. There's the Thwacky, there's the Energy, there's the Stadium. Got another Pal-Pad. Pokepad, pardon me. Eyeing up the Applin. But we got the Shaman. And the funny thing is, the Shaman was in the deck the whole entire game. I just forgot all about it. If we would have just gotten Shaman up earlier in the game, might have been able to finish that one. But that was that match. We ended up losing. Definitely learned a lot. I should put out Shaman earlier. That was funny. And now we are entering our last game. Right now we are 2-1. Looking like we're gonna start a Grookey. I didn't see what our opponent's starting, but wait till you see what deck it is, guys. Draw for turn. He's got Monkey Dory. Get the Goldeen. Attach the energy. Double Buddy Poffins. Let's get it. Grab a Grookey, Applin. Just debating. Is it another Grookey? I think it is. It is another Grookey. Our bench is full up. And we got to go first again. Just a wonderful start. It's what we're looking for. Ideally, we get a Grookey on the board, we get an Applin on the board, we get a Goldeen on the board, if not more. When we go first, it feels real bad when we go first and we whiff those couple things. Alright, and it's going to be a pass for me. Bone's going to draw for turn. Bench a Snorunt. Play a Pokepad. And it's a Grimmsnarl, but it's still a Monkey Dory Frostlass deck at the end of the day. So I thought that was funny that all four of our matchups were some form of Monkey Dory Frostlass. He's going to attach the Evo with a Dark Energy for turn. And I mean, with the hand he's got going on, he's got the Grimmsnarl. He's got a Frostlass in there. He's going to Evo the 2. That's his turn. We got a Grass Energy, an Iono, and a Max Belt in hand right now. See what the top deck is? Ooh, it's a Shaman. Not exactly what we're looking for. Now we're in a bit of a weird spot where I don't necessarily want an Iono, but I need Iono. Do we attach it to the Applin and expect to get a Dipplin, or do we attach it to the Goldeen, expecting to find a Seeking? And we attach it to the Applin because we have more Dipplins in deck, so it just makes more sense. We're more likely to find a Dipplin. Iono for the 6. And we got some stuff. We got some stuff. We're cooking. There's Seeking. We got a bug catching set. Dang, dude, look at my schnoz. That's crazy. My nose being framed. That thing's huge. As you say, don't tell anybody, but here we all are. Looks like it got some options to grab here. A Thwacky and another Thwacky. Let's go. Evolve 1 on the bench. I almost went in, but yep, we discard, retreat, put the Applin up, play our Pokepad after I evolved the other Thwacky. Yeah, I just had to play the Pokepad to get the Dipplin up before I used either of those Thwackies. So now we evolved, we got a Festival lead Pokemon active, use Boom Boom Groove. We're popping off on our second turn. We're gonna grab our Stadium, it looks like. And a Vitality Band. The Vitality Band pushes us to the 110 damage. That way we get to knock out Monkey Dory in one turn and either knock out the Impidimp or the Snorunt. There's 110 for 1. And he puts up the Snorunt, take the Snorunt out. Hit it with another 110 damage. Okay. So I did Iono him into a fresh hand. He's got a monkey, got a buddy. Attaching the dark for a turn. The secret box. The one card to grab you every card you're looking for. So you're boxing those guys away, and then, if I remember, he just plays the Buddy Poffin out of his hand while he's grabbing the other cards. Yep. He's eyeing up his choices. Gonna get the Iono, as well as the Stadium Spike Myth, so you can get that Grimmsnarl out. TM Evo. And what item? Looking like a Nest Ball. Bumped my Stadium, played the Spike Myth, got the Grimmsnarl, evolved the Grimmsnarl, get 2 energies. He played the Nest Ball for the Monkey Dory. There's a 2 energy from Grimmsnarl's ability, the Punk Up. And then gonna play the Iono. Flip our hands around. Takes me down to 4 cards. I'm terrible at making my hand visible. Got a Brave Bangle. I think that's a Max Belt. 2 Dipplins? Just gonna use a Shadow Bullet attack. Knock out the Dipplin. And put 30 on the Thwacky. We're gonna promote Applin. Put our stadium up. Dipplin. Use our Thwacky's ability, Boom Boom Groove, I think. Probably just grab a Grass Energy here. Gonna grab another Thwacky to keep the chain going. That Thwacky's gonna grab me a Grass Energy. Just confirming the Thwacky grabbed me the Thwacky. That one's grabbing me this card, and then my last Boom Boom is grabbing me that card. We're gonna play that Buddy Poffin. Get the Applin out on the bench. Attach the energy for a turn. I don't think there's much else I can do. Just debating if a max belt changes anything, because then I would be doing 300 damage, but he's got 310. So we do the wave for 200 times 2. Or sorry, 100 times 2 because weakness equals 200 damage times 2. Hits for 400, which knocks him out. So I'm just down to 2 prize cards. He's got the Frostlass up. We got a good hand. We got the Air Balloon. Got a Lilies. Few other things. We got some pieces. Just going over the ability and all that jazz. He's making sure before he counter catches me or bosses up me, I think. He said, so you can't use Thwacky's ability unless a festival lead Pokemon's in the active, right? I'm like, yeah. So there's a Morgrem, Ultra Ball, Imbadimpin, Lana's Aid. Gets the Budu up. Asked how many cards I had in hand, just to see. Want to know how effective this next maneuver is going to end up being. Then we discard to retreat. Put up the Budu for Itchy Pollen. He's going to counter catch up the Thwacky. Thinking, alright, bet we're going to item lock him. He's probably stuck inactive. He can't search. Doesn't have too many cards in hand, right? Hits me with the Itchy Pollen. Draw for turn. But we've already got the air balloon. We've already got it in hand. Make sure to put the damage counters on everything for the Frostlastics. Just eyeing up the hand, making sure. Yep, looks like we're gonna attach the air balloon, retreat, put up the festival lead, and we get to do the wave. I think it would knock out anything on his board regardless, so it actually doesn't matter. But if I recall, I'm just gonna boss up the Morgrim. And that's it. GG's. So pretty good record. Ended up going 3 wins and 1 loss, and my only loss was to the guy who got first, so ended up placing second. Got a couple cool prize packs and got some decent Applin footage. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all had a good time. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.